Hey Providence St. Mel, I'm here with my son Eric, and we're going to make some music with you today. So if you don't have any of your instruments at your hands and fingers, why don't you go ahead and get those. So get your whatever instruments that you created when you did your timbre assignment a couple weeks ago. Like I created this one with a cinnamon shaker. I put in some rice. So this is kind of a shaker that I made. Or if you want to, like, we're going to use some sticks here. These are markers. We're going to use some books for a nice heavy dark sound. Right? That's a nice heavy dark sound. We're also going to I'm going to use my voice and my mouth, and Eric might too. So we're just going to kind of create some textures. Remember that texture is talking about layers of music, and if you have just one layer, like, can you do something, Eric? Do one layer of music for me. So he's using his markers. So that's just one layer, right? But if we add something to it, like if I add this, now we have two layers, right? So we just made the texture thicker and thicker by adding layers. And now what Eric and I are also doing is we're doing something called an ostinatos. An ostinato is a repeated pattern. So like I went, here's the third time. So I did it 4 times, that same pattern. So we're just repeating patterns over and over again, and we're adding things in. So we're going to experiment with making thin and thick textures by adding layers of sound, and I want you to join in with us. Okay, so have a bunch of instruments ready. If you don't have them yet, go ahead and get them. You can press pause. And then you can start over the video if you need to. So here we go. We're going to do 3 different little pieces where we just we start with a thin texture and then make it thicker and thicker and thicker by adding, and I want you to add to our textures as well, okay? So here we go. Eric's going to start with one thing. I'm going to use the books for this, and I'll use my mouth to do some other textures. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, Eric, go. I'm going to make it a little thicker. 2, 3, 4. 1. You add in. You stop. Alright, so we had a thin texture and then we made it thicker and thicker, and I hope you joined in with us a little bit just for some fun music stuff. Alright, we're going to do another one. I'm not going to use the books this time. What are you going to use? My son Eric, he's going to use the markers.
Sharpie.
I can't think of what they're called. Maybe I'll use this tissue box. Yeah, that'll be great. And then I'll do some sounds with my mouth again too. So here we go. You join in with us when you feel like it's a good time. Go ahead, Eric. Join with us. Are you still going? Awesome. Okay, so now we're gonna do just one more thing, and we're gonna use some actual instruments we have. We have some instruments that Eric got probably when he was 3 or 2 years old. So we have a little what is this called? A glockenspiel, a small glockenspiel. He's gonna play a pattern, an ostinato. Remember what an ostinato is? Do you remember, Eric?
No.
It is a repeated pattern. Right, there you go. A repeated pattern. And so we're going to repeat, he's going to repeat a pattern on his xylophone, or on his glockenspiel. I'm going to do some repeated patterns on this little shaker. And then you do some stuff with us. So here we go. 1, ready, go. If you're not joined in, join with us. Cool. I hope you had fun making music. If you can definitely do this 2 or 3 times if you want. You could play it all again and do something different. Try out some different instruments. But I hope you had fun. Thanks. Have a good day.